A masked figure. A secret meeting. And Roman Reigns caught on camera plotting something huge against CM Punk. This leaked footage is breaking the internet right now, and what we discovered will blow your mind. What's up, Wrestling Region fam? If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell because we're about to expose the biggest conspiracy in wrestling today. So here's what happened. Late last night, footage started circulating online that shows what appears to be Roman Reigns in a private conversation with an unidentified masked individual. And guys, the timing of this couldn't be more suspicious. This comes just days after CM Punk made his return and immediately started calling out the tribal chief. The video quality isn't perfect, but it's clear enough to see Roman's unmistakable presence. He's standing in what looks like a parking garage, having an intense discussion with someone whose face is completely covered by a black mask. The body language alone tells you this isn't some casual encounter. This is strategic. This is planned. This is calculated. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Let's talk about what we can actually see in this footage. First, the location. Parking garages have become infamous in wrestling history for secret meetings and ambushes. Remember when Stone Cold got run over? Remember all those backstage attacks that happened in similar settings? WWE knows the psychology of these locations, and if this is legitimate footage, the choice of venue is no coincidence. Second, the timing. This footage allegedly surfaced just 48 hours before a major confrontation between CM Punk and the Bloodline was scheduled. Coincidence? I don't think so. In wrestling, timing is everything, and someone wanted this information out there right now. Third, and this is crucial, watch Roman's gestures in the video. He's pointing, he's emphatic, he's clearly giving instructions. This isn't a negotiation. This is a leader delegating a mission to someone he trusts to get the job done. This is the million-dollar question that has the entire wrestling community in a frenzy right now. Social media is exploding with theories, and some of them are absolutely wild. Let me break down the top candidates that fans are speculating about. Could this be Solo Sikoa operating under a mask to create plausible deniability? Think about it. Solo has proven time and time again that he'll do whatever it takes to protect Roman's legacy. What better way to take out CM Punk than to have someone attack him without it being directly traceable back to the tribal chief? Roman keeps his hands clean while eliminating his biggest threat. Perhaps the bloodline is expanding. Roman has always been about building his empire, and what better time to recruit fresh muscle than when facing someone as dangerous as CM Punk? This masked individual could be a completely new acquisition, someone hungry to prove themselves by taking out one of the biggest names in the business. Here's where things get really spicy. What if this masked figure is someone we haven't seen in a while? Someone with a grudge against CM Punk. Someone who would benefit from aligning with Roman Reigns. The wrestling world is full of surprise returns, and this could be setting up something massive. Now, put on your conspiracy hats for this one. What if this footage was leaked intentionally? What if Roman wants CM Punk to see this? What if the psychological warfare has already begun, and this is all part of a larger mind game? Roman Reigns didn't become the tribal chief by being predictable. He's always 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Since this footage dropped, CM Punk has been surprisingly quiet on social media. For someone who's never been afraid to speak his mind, this silence is deafening. But if you know Punk, you know he's probably watching this video on repeat, studying every frame, preparing his counterattack. Punk has been in this business long enough to know when something big is brewing. He's faced conspiracies before. He's been the target of entire organizations trying to take him down. But this feels different. This feels personal. Roman Reigns isn't just another opponent. He's the final boss of WWE, and he's apparently willing to work in the shadows to maintain his dominance. The question isn't if Punk will respond. The question is how. Will he confront Roman directly? Will he try to unmask this mysterious figure himself? Will he recruit his own backup? Knowing CM Punk, whatever he does, it's going to be explosive. Let's zoom out for a second and look at what this means for the entire landscape of WWE. Roman Reigns has held the wrestling world in the palm of his hand for years now. His reign as the tribal chief has been historic, unprecedented, and absolutely dominant. But every empire eventually faces its greatest challenge. CM Punk represents that challenge. He's the voice of the voiceless. He's the anti-authority figure who's never backed down from anyone or anything. He's box office. He's ratings. And most importantly, he's a legitimate threat to everything Roman has built. If Roman is indeed orchestrating attacks through masked intermediaries, it shows something we haven't seen from the tribal chief before: concern. Maybe even fear. Roman Reigns doesn't need to hide in the shadows unless he believes CM Punk is capable of dethroning him in a straight fight. Based on this leaked footage and the current trajectory of both superstars, we're heading toward an inevitable collision. But the path there is going to be filled with chaos, betrayals, and probably more masked figures causing havoc. Here's what I'm predicting, and make sure you're subscribed to Wrestling Region so you can come back and see if I was right. The Masked Man will attack CM Punk within the next 2 weeks, probably during a promo or match when Punk is most vulnerable. This attack will be brutal and designed to send a message. CM Punk will launch an investigation, likely bringing in his own allies to help unmask this mysterious figure. This could lead to some incredible backstage segments and detective work. When the mask finally comes off, the reveal will be someone that shocks the entire wrestling world. WWE doesn't build mystery like this for a small payoff. This entire situation escalates into a massive faction war, possibly the biggest since the Shield battled Evolution. We could see multiple teams forming, with everyone in WWE forced to pick a side. Some people might say, it's just wrestling, it's all scripted anyway. But that misses the entire point. Yes, wrestling is predetermined, but the storytelling, the emotion, the athleticism, that's all real. And when you have two generational talents like Roman Reigns and CM Punk involved in a storyline this layered and complex, it transcends typical wrestling entertainment. This is the kind of story that creates moments we'll be talking about for decades. This is the kind of rivalry that brings lapsed fans back and creates new fans who want to see how it all plays out. This is wrestling at its absolute best. So what do you think about this leaked footage? Who is the Masked Man? Drop your theories in the comments below because I want to hear what the Wrestling Region family thinks about this conspiracy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, show some love by crushing that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you want more content like this. And if you're not already subscribed to Wrestling Region, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our coverage of the biggest stories in wrestling. We're breaking news, analyzing matches, and bringing you the best wrestling content on YouTube. I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay legendary, Wrestling Fam.